What's going on, NBA fanatics? This is your friendly neighborhood Memphis Grizzly homer, Memphis X, and I talk hoops. Today's video, we are talking about the two main subtractions from the Grizzlies roster from last season, De'Anthony Melton and Kyle Anderson. But first, every hero needs their theme music.
Piano.
Grizz gang, go hard. Baddest in the game, we be on one. I talk hoops, so sit your all up on the court, but we gon' score. Memphis bringing heat straight from Tennessee. Demo respect and let's go.
Nobody who is a real Grizzlies fan is ever going to deny that losing Kyle Anderson and De'Anthony Melton kind of stung a little bit. Not that they were starters or main rotation pieces, but they were a main part of this Grizz Next Gen and the camaraderie that the team had. And it just, I guess when you're going through things as a fan and you see your team coming up, we got a bunch of young guys who are having success on the court, and they were a part of this success, a big part of that success, a big part of the identity of the Grizzlies, with the steals and the block shots and, all of the crazy plays that they had over the last 2 to 3 seasons. And it was fun watching them play. So make no mistake about it, I will not badmouth Melton and Kyle Anderson on their way out of Memphis. They both played hard while they were here. They both had a very big role in the success of the Memphis Grizzlies, and I wish them well in their new homes in Minnesota and Philadelphia. But I think the national media is kind of making their loss a little bit more than it is for the Memphis Grizzlies. I don't think the Memphis Grizzlies are going to miss a beat without them. We've seen at various times the Memphis Grizzlies have missed players that were more important than Kyle Anderson and De'Anthony Melton, and the train kept on rolling. Now, of course, that's probably going to be different with Jaren Jackson, but then again, we can look back to the season before when Jaren Jackson missed almost a whole season, and the train kept rolling. And the train kept rolling even though the Grizzlies were playing with two worst defenders in the starting lineup in Jonas Valanciunas and Grayson Allen. So I'm not saying it's the system that Coach Jenkins has put together, because it's only been a few seasons, and it's hard to say it's the system when we haven't had 5-6 years of success, 7 years of success, a lot of playoff success, like conference finals, NBA finals, championship. That's when you have a successful system in place. So right now, I'm just going to say that although I will miss watching the crazy plays from Mr. Do Something and the weirdness of Kyle Anderson, especially the slow-mo fast breaks, I just don't think that they are going to be missed as much as the national media thinks they are. I think Zaire Williams is going to step up. I think John Conchar is going to step up. I think Santi Aldama is going to step up. And I think one or two of the rookies are going to step up and be productive and take the place of the production that Kyle Anderson and De'Anthony Melton provided. Now, De'Anthony Melton was one of the better three-point shooters on the Grizzlies, but we do know that he was sporadic with his consistency. He was hot. When he was hot, he was smoking. And when he's smoking hot, he looks like a whole different level of player. I used to call him 20-point per game Melton, because I thought a couple of years ago that he had the potential to be a 20-point per game scorer in the NBA. I thought he would develop his handle a little bit more, and I thought he would be a little bit more consistent offensively. Now, of course, that hasn't developed yet, but he's still kind of young, so there's still a chance that he can get there in the future. And maybe being on the Philadelphia 76ers, another change in scenery, because quietly I think this is what his 14 for De'Anthony Melton. So we're going to see, can he build upon the foundation that he had established in Memphis as a analytics darling, on NBA Twitter. He's one of those players that produces in so many categories that he is just, the analytics darling. And then we got to Kyle Anderson. Kyle Anderson was always that plug-and-play guy at either forward spot. And he sometimes played pseudo center in lineups with, BC, Brandon Clark. Pseudo center, he provided a lot of ball handling, passing. He was a good defensive player, very long, gets in the passing lanes, block shots, was a off-ball rim protector. The only thing that he lacked was his shooting, and due to his injury, it kind of went south on him. And it was such a shame because Kyle Anderson, as a 35% three-point shooter, is such an elite role player. Even without being able to shoot correctly, he is a productive and good role player. He does so many positive things on the court that he cannot be dismissed. I think he's going to have a wonderful season in Minnesota. He's going to fit in real well with all the length that they have on that team and the size that they have on that team. They can play him in various positions, in various lineups. They can go super small. They can go super big. They got a lot of things they can do in Minnesota. And also, I think De'Anthony Melton is going to fit in just as well in Philadelphia to provide some off-the-bench shooting that Philadelphia did not have. He can provide some of the things that they did not, get from the other guys. That some guys they had could shoot and couldn't defend, and then they had guys that can defend and couldn't shoot. De'Anthony Melton can do both of them at a pretty good level. So I don't think either one of them are going to fail or disappoint in their new homes, but I also don't think the Grizzlies are going to miss them as much as people think. Guys, let me know, what is your best memory of Kyle Anderson and De'Anthony Melton as the Grizzlies, and how do you think they're going to do in their new homes? It is the weekend. We are that much closer to the start of training camps, and I am getting so excited for this NBA season. I think it's going to be one of the best NBA seasons in NBA history, with the competition and the talent level in the league, and I can't wait to talk to you guys about it some more. Make sure you comment in the comment section, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you tomorrow with another video. Peace.